Good morning, it is Clay Trader at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they unfold live. It is the week after Christmas, so it is now New Year's week, so I'm expecting volume to be quite choppy. CMRX though has been pretty entertaining thus far, down huge. I'll point that out real quick. So if you look right here, you can see it's down basically $28. I did trade it once already, and it's kind of a tricky one. They only filled me, or I got filled, but then when I tried to sell, I got 460 of my 500 for a quick little scalp. However, that still left me 40 shares, which I had to ultimately take a loss on. So I still walked away though with $53 on it, but wasn't quite as wasn't quite the trade I was thinking. I was watching it fill, and then all of a sudden it just stopped and things just kind of dropped. But still was able to protect the gains and such. So pre-market made $53. Market now opens up in 2 minutes. So I'll be back and let's see if I can capture some other live trades. All right, have a fishing order out there on FIT at 29.30. Looking for this to pull back some more. So we'll see if that transpires or not. I was watching CMRX, but the range is just really tight on it right now. So not too interested in that. I'll keep a closer eye on it. But we'll see what happens, but I'm not going to go and force anything. So let's see what else I can find. All right, have an order out there to short EARS at 525. Just a small order in terms of just 500 shares. So we'll see if it can get up there or not. But as expected, the week is still. I mean, this is probably the worst week to trade, either this week or last week, the week of Christmas or of New Year's. But a lot of people are just not around at this point in time. If they are around, they're probably doing more so tax loss selling, stuff like that. You have the big funds that need to sell to raise capital to give to their investors that are maybe not happy with their performance or just want their money or whatever. But besides that, and I think a lot of that has probably already taken place. There's just not much action out there. And I had high hopes, and that's kind of the whole reason why I even thought I could make a video this morning, was because CMRX was having such a nasty move. But to pull that one up, you can just see it's moving, but it's not really moving. I mean, it's got the tight spread, and but it's just kind of choppy. VRX, totally missed that one. I alerted in the chat room, but totally, like I said, missed my own alert on it. So I'm gonna see what else is out there. But like I said, and no offense intended here, but I'm not just gonna force a trade for you as a viewer so you can be entertained. My account is real. It's not for entertainment purposes, in the sense of, well, even though there's nothing out there, I need to make a trade. So it's only 9:48 though, so I'm still confident I can maybe find something, but like I said, I'm definitely not gonna force anything. And that's what I mean. I mean, the move got, so perfect example here. Move got started, and then has totally just pretty much crapped the bed right back to where it started. So I'm just gonna cancel that. So if anything, I suppose this video will be kind of a good little lesson of this time of year and just kind of how trading action can be kind of choppy. So, but like I said, I'm not gonna give up quite yet. Another example here. So I'd love to try to start to short FXCM, but you can see here if I go, so pay attention over here, and this is just a quick way to figure out, if I have shares to short. But I like to short over there, but when I go to put in my sell order to short, you can see, I don't know if you still how to do it again, just watch for a blinking. I guess it only does it the first time, but so no shares to short. And I realize this may sound like me just complaining about this and complaining about that, but the more I thought about it, I thought, on YouTube, when I stop and think about it, I swear, I don't know if I've ever seen a video, and I'm not saying they don't exist, where somebody just doesn't trade. There's no trades out there. So that's looking to be the path where this is headed. And I figure, hey, you know what? Why not? I'm trying to keep things as real as possible. And sometimes this is what a no trade morning looks like. So, and of course, there's the move right there. And not that I would have gotten filled, but just here's one that I wanted to try to trade, but just no shares available. So that's just kind of how the cookie crumbles sometimes. So I'm not giving up, but like I said, it's really looking like this may be a no trade video. which who knows, might get a ton of thumbs down, but it is what it is. Like I said, might as well keep it real and just kind of catch on video what a no trade morning looks like. And this is not something where I'm off getting distracted by my kids or anything like that, which sometimes happens. I decide to take a quick break and go hang out with them. I've been actively seeking and just can't find anything other than, of course, the pre-market trade. But as far as the market being open time, so far no dice. CMRX, the one that I had high hopes for. I mean, you just look at that range down there. Talk about just a tight little range that I suppose is tradable, in and out for a nickel here or there, but that's just not my style. So after the big gap down, thought there'd be a little bit more action, but just been this very tight range. I think the last time I showed it, it was right around the same bid-ask spread. So kind of the example of what my knight in shining armor actually turned out to be this morning. All right, I have an order in 300 shares at 104.25 on VRX. So we'll see if it can get down there or not. This thing has been beat up quite a bit, pretty overextended. So we'll see if it can get down there or not. I will keep you updated. Well, let's see here. All right, actually now seeing the chart. I think I can get in even better. So 103.75. So 103.75. So I'm in. And then for this thing's just so fast. Okay, I can move it up now. Like I said, it's it's very fast, so I'll do my best. And all out there at 103. Well, look at that, 53 bucks on it. So the reason that one was tricky was just because the spreads, moving stop losses up gets a little difficult there, and back up there. But it is what it is. I knew that going into it, that with the bigger spreads, it gets a little bit more difficult. But I got 300 at 103.75, took 100 off at 103.94, 103.95, and then was stopped out of my final ones at 103.89. And hindsight, I probably should have been a little bit more loosey-goosey with it, but we're all great traders in hindsight. Keeping my eye out for another trade though, but while I wait, I want to quickly address this, since this is by far the most common question I get. How am I finding these stocks that I'm trading? So what I've done is put together this free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I am using to locate the stocks, that I think have some potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then by all means, click right there to get access to the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and like I said, it's totally free. So go ahead and click there, and you'll gain instant access to it. And I'll also, email it to you just in case you want to refer back to it at later time. So I'll see if I can find something else. I'm not too optimistic, but I'm glad I at least caught one trade. And I am going to just wrap things up. It is 10:05 a.m. So I guess $106 technically, $53 since the market opened. But I have some other things I need to do. The last week of the year is surprisingly busy for me, just because of all the other stuff outside of trading with my real estate and just other things. So I got some other things I want to do, but thank you for hanging out. And actually, I'm curious if you're still listening. Leave me, down in the comment section below. Do you prefer videos with trades, or if there's no trades, are those still helpful too? Now, granted, this one did have a trade, but for future ones, do you think you'd still be interested in a trade, or I should say in a video with no trades? So I'm curious your thoughts. If you would, then I'd be sure to post them. But if you think, nah, I'd rather just see trades happen, then that's cool too. But let me know. I want feedback from everybody, so do that in the comment section below. And as always, if you want me to keep making these, please click that like button. Like as you've seen, I'm very interactive. I want to hear from you. But if nobody finds interest in these, then I'm not going to do them. And the best way for me to measure interest is both on views and then that thumbs up. So if you do want me to keep making those, please click that thumbs up. So this will probably be the only video I do this week. So everybody have a great year, and I will see everybody back next year.